Hello and welcome to Ryno's Orioles Report. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Well, bit of a tough series down there in Florida for the Orioles facing the Rays in Yankees facility down there because Tropicana Field had its roof torn apart by a hurricane. Somewhat disappointing and a little exciting at the same time because I don't really like Tropicana Field. I think it's ridiculous that the roof is the same damn color as the baseball. I just think it's dumb, but at the same time, you don't want hurricanes and, people's property getting ruined and maybe people getting hurt. But Tropicana Field should be no more as it is. At least the roof part anyway. Hate that roof. 4-game series, the Orioles only able to take 2 of them. Yeah, they had a real shot to win that third game in there. Just couldn't figure out how to stop Rays hitters from hitting the ball. At least for 2 pitchers in specific. See them on MasterSports.com. Let's get to game 1. Baltimore Orioles 1, Tampa Bay Devil Rays 7. Yeah, I'm calling them the Devil Rays. I don't care. Them Devil Rays this whole time, and now all of a sudden, no, we're just the Rays. All right, man, whatever. Jackson Holliday, 0 walked once. Rutschman hitting an RBI. Henderson 1 hit. Westberg 1 hit and walked once. O'Hearn 0. Arias 0. Mullins 0. Cowser 0 with 3 strikeouts. Woo! Carlson 1 hit. Oh, there we go. Rutschman, home run, only extra base hit. Man, this thing looked like a punt, which kind of makes sense because Rutschman punted in college. Yeah, didn't know that, did you? Or was he a kicker? He did something with his foot and the football. Yeah, ridiculously high arcing ball. The dimensions are very similar to what is the current dimensions, or what are the current dimensions of Yankee Stadium. It's their spring training facility, right? The Yankees spring training facility, George M. Steinbrenner Field, I think is what they call it. Yeah, so the Yankees allowing the Rays to play there. Of course, could have been somebody else, but whatever. It's fine. It would be the Yankees. Bastards. I still don't like them. Usually you would think balls that high in air just wouldn't have enough legs to get out. But it's just weird the way the wind kind of swirls around down there. Wind definitely been a factor in this series. Sometimes blowing the balls in that should have been home runs. Sometimes blowing the balls out that shouldn't have been home runs. Yeah. Eflin had a throwing error. Yep, Zach Eflin got the start in this game facing his former team. Well, apparently they knew exactly what to do it against him. I believe his throwing error was on a pickoff attempt. It actually did not come around to bite him. Eflin goes 5 full innings, gives up 12 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Wow. Yeah, Rays were hitting a baseball. They were definitely putting the ball in play. Yeah, most of the time they got some luck. I mean, some of it's talent there. Some of it's luck. The right hop, the right position, the wrong defensive position by Oriole fielders. Yeah. Gregory Soto on in relief of Eflin, pitching the full 6 innings. The full 6th inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts. Wish we could have saved that performance for another time. I feel like I would have put somebody else in there than Soto, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I think maybe Aiken, but it's okay. Colin Selby. Or maybe see if Selby could throw the rest of the game. Because he only threw 24 pitches. I feel like Colin Selby could have thrown 35, 40 pitches. Possibly. But however, Selby pitching the last 2 innings, the 7th and the 8th, giving up 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Okay. Okay, whatever. I mean, Mr. Pepiot for the Rays pitched 8 innings. 8. One of the real reasons why you lost the game. You just couldn't get anything going offensively. I want to say part of that is Jackson Holliday liking to ambush first pitches. So already you get 1 or 2 batters in the game and the starting pitcher has thrown no pitches, basically. So I feel like at some point pitchers are going to realize that Jackson Holliday likes to swing at first pitches. So you stop giving him good pitches for the first at least 2. Have them strike the ball, and he swings right over top of him. Okay, let's get to game 2. Baltimore Orioles 5, Tampa Bay Devil Rays 1. All right, that's a lot better. Holliday hitting an RBI. Rutschman 1 hit. Henderson hit RBI and a walk. Westberg 3 hits. O'Hearn 1 hit. Arias pinch hitting late. Righty-lefty matchup bullshit thing. Over. Ramon Laureano 2 hits, 2 RBIs. Mullins DHing. Over. Kaiser 1 hit, also with an RBI. Also struck out 3 times. Yeah. Carlson 3 hits, also scored twice. Yeah, it's good to see Carlson actually making some good on the playing time there. I really feel like if you're not going to start Mullins, you shouldn't be DHing. I mean, really? There's nobody else there? I feel like I would have much rather seen Kobe Mayo play. Who is this Zach Luttrell guy? What hand does he throw with? Oh, you're not going to tell me, are you? Son of a bitch. I can't remember if this guy was a... Because it doesn't make sense to DH Mullins. It doesn't at all. He's a righty. Okay, I mean, I understand because you want the left-handed bat in there, but at the same time, no. Look, if you want to give Mullins day off his feet, give him a damn day. You're in the middle of a 16-game stretch. Give him a damn day. Kobe Mayo, young, he only played first base, and he only plays, every other game because of this, because of stupid decisions like this. I mean, especially when you got the DH spot open, okay? You're trying to figure out who to put in the DH spot. You've already decided you're going to give Mullins some time off. Put Kobe Mayo in there. Give Mullins some actual time off. Still making idiot decisions. I swear to shit. These stupid asses. Dumb. I mean, if Kobe Mayo is going to be here, he needs to get his at-bats. My perfect opinion, he's doing a little bit better than Heston Kjerstad, at least in a smaller sample size. But we'll see when we get to a larger sample size from Kobe Mayo. Westberg with a double, Kaiser with a home run, stolen base by Carlson, caught stealing by Holliday. Good to see Kaiser and O'Hearn back in there after they missed some time. O'Hearn getting stepped on by somebody and Kaiser running into a wall. Kaiser ran into a wall last Thursday against the Tigers, right? And O'Hearn got stepped on by Neto and a play at first base. Good to see them back in the lineup, not missing too much time. Dean Kramer gets a start in this game, only able to go 5 innings. It's not terrible, I guess. Throws 5 complete innings, giving up only 4 hits, 1 run, walking 2, striking out 4. 81 pitches. Somewhat weird that he didn't go longer, but wanted to get Aiken, a lefty, in there. Aiken throws 1 2/3, gives up 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Excuse me. Then Gregory Soto, again, getting 1 out, getting the final out in the 7th inning. No hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. It's great in all. Here's where using Soto did kind of come in back to bite you. At least using him first game of this series, because then he really wasn't available for game 2 of this series. And because you had Aiken throw 29 pitches, I mean, you could have had Aiken throw the 6th and then Soto throw the 7th. And then at least save Aiken and Soto for the next game when you really needed him. Because you needed all hands on deck for that one. But hindsight is 20/20. I know it's not hindsight anymore. Because he's not around. Though to a certain extent, still kind of making the same wrong decisions. Making a few better decisions, but still kind of making the same wrong decisions. I mean, at least as far as the lineup goes. However, Baker in for the 8th inning, pitching the full 8th inning. Does give up a hit, but no runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Yeah, Baker's been he's been thrown in at an 8th inning a lot. For the most part, Kittredge and Cano are almost have fallen out of favor. I feel like even when they do get in there and get a hold successfully, they're a little bit shaky outings. It's like they just ain't quite right still. Maybe because they don't pitch enough. As you see here, the first 2 games of the series, no Cano and no Kittredge. But you've thrown everybody else but Dominguez. No Dominguez, no Kittredge, no Cano. First 2 games. Maybe Cano or Kittredge or Dominguez should have taken Soto's spot here. But no, you wanted Soto to pitch that. It's fine, I guess. Managing a bullpen is very hard. I will absolutely acknowledge that. It's very difficult to manage a bullpen. Especially in a 4-game series like this, and especially during a 16-game stretch with no off days. Batista in for the 9th inning, not a safe situation since it's 5-1. Pitching the full 9th inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, 1 strikeout. This is the real shit show where I think management, especially bullpen management, comes into play. And maybe pitching management overall. Of course, at the same time, how many guys are injured? Of course, is that a result of poor pitching management? Yeah, Baltimore Orioles 8, Tampa Bay Devil Rays 12. You take a look at what it says right here in the 2nd inning for the Baltimore Orioles, 8. 8 runs in the 2nd inning. How in the shit ass do you not get through that game without giving up less than 7? How? Because you got shit pitchers, you got shit young pitchers, you got shit young coaches, you got shit managers. You got shit catching staff that don't know how to call a damn game. Hey, asshole, just throw the sinker down the middle of the plate. It's 8-0. Quit nibbling, you fucking idiot. How stupid are you? Hey, just throw the sinker in the middle of the zone. Okay, we'll start the the original game plan, I guess, if they get up to 4 or 5 runs. Right now, they got none, we got 8. Just throw the damn sinker in there. Hell, we'll pull a fucking outfielder in to play some defense in the infield if we really need it. Because they're hitting that many ground balls. But no. Dumbasses. Holiday 1 hit. Westberg 0 for 3 strikeouts, which is weird. Henderson 2 hits and an RBI. Lariano a hit, 3 RBIs. O'Hearn 0 for, though he walked once. Sanchez 1 hit. Yeah, Gary Sanchez in there behind the plate doesn't know what the hell he's doing apparently. Maverick Hanley definitely looked like he knew what he was doing behind the plate, just didn't know what to do at the plate. Kowser hit and 3 RBIs. Mayo 0 for. Gets too much time off. Rutschman pinch hitting late, 0 for. Because that was going to do something for you. Mullins hit and an RBI. Henderson with a double. Mullins, Lariano, Kowser with home runs. Kowser with a stolen base. Sanchez with a throwing error. Well, the backup catcher giveth and the backup catcher taketh awayeth. That's the downside about having a backup catcher that's offensive minded, because his defense is shit. Trevor Rogers gets a start in this game. Yeah, calling up Trevor Rogers, sending Colin Selby away. Goes 2 1/3 inning. 2 1/3, and he only gave up 3 runs. He what? 71 pitches. 71. 3 walks. You walked 3 fucking guys in less than 3 innings. You got an 8-run lead. Because you're stupid. And you know what? Fine. You're a young pitcher. You didn't realize it. Fucking catcher back there should be telling you what the hell pitch to throw, and you should be throwing it. Why didn't that happen? Don't know. Oh, young pitcher doesn't know what the hell to do. The catcher apparently doesn't know what the fuck he's doing either. Maybe the pitching coach should go out there and tell the damn douchebags what the hell to do. Why didn't that happen? Pick the 2-seam fastball or sinker or however you want to call it. Throw it in the middle. What are they going to do? Hit an 8-run homer? They can't do that. Let's try to get out of this inning. Especially because he kept getting 2 strikes on him. Stupid. It's stupid. Shit management. Of course, it isn't the Heat. The Heat making you do stupid shit. Because we don't know what the hell it is to be hot yet. Anyway, because Maryland's weird like that. Possibly. I don't know. Because it sure as hell didn't look like they knew what the hell they were doing. Of course, is it 16 fucking games in a row without an off day? Yeah, maybe that has some dumb that's stupid. I mean, Major League Baseball, dumb. These managers are dumb. These pitchers are dumb. These catchers are dumb. Whew. Morons. All of them. Trevor Rogers, 2 1/3 of an innings pitched. Yeah. The Orioles putting 8 runs up on the board in the top of the first. The top of the second. Rogers gives up 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. And he had 4 strikeouts. Batters face, Rogers, 15. And you threw 71 pitches? You're a fucking idiot. Scott blew it on in relief of Rogers, finishing off the 3rd and pitching the full 4th inning. Does give up 3 hits and 1 run. No walks, no strikeouts. And here is where it went to shit. This is what happened when you give Yanier Cano too much time off. I guess. Cano in for the, what is this now? The 5th inning. He can't pitch the 9th. Apparently he can't pitch in the damn 5th inning. You got to save him for the 7th or 8th. Because otherwise he takes a giant shit out on the mound. Only able to get 2 outs in the, what the hell inning are we in? The 5th inning. Gives up 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Holy shit. Of course, at the same time, all these weak ass contact balls they're just finding holes. So maybe it isn't just that all these people are just fucking stupid. Is it just the Devil Rays just got luck? Sir Anthony Dominguez on to stop that bleeding. Blew it, saving Trevor Rogers. Now Dominguez has to save Cano. So Dominguez finishing off the 5th and then pitching the full 6th. Does give up 2 hits, but no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Well, I mean, and that's about it for Dominguez. You can't really ask for so much more. So let's put Kittredge in there. Another guy that hasn't pitched since Sunday, and this is here, Wednesday. It might be a little bit too much of a layoff. But again, you wanted to pitch Soto back-to-back games for some reason. Especially in a loss. I don't know. I feel like Soto is one of the rare lefties you got in the bullpen now. Soto and Aiken, and everybody else is right-handed. You shouldn't be going to Soto like that in losses. Because you will have opportunities in every other game. I mean, there are teams out there that's like, oh, we're just not going to have good left-handed hitters. Yeah, that's not the thing. There will be spots for Soto. But when you got Cano and Dominguez and Kittredge, yes, different repertoires, different style of pitches, but they're all fighting for each other for innings. They're not really fighting Soto for the innings. So, yeah, I would have put... And yeah, if it was Cano or Kittredge, they would have been pitching on back-to-back days. But you know what? If you throw in Dominguez, then it wouldn't have been back-to-back days. At least, I think. However. And then you'd have been able to save Soto. Because you kind of needed a lefty. Notice, you have no lefty in there. Because you've already used Aiken. And you used Aiken and Soto yesterday. And you use Aiken and Soto instead of, let's say, just Aiken. Maybe use somebody else to try to get that last out. But whatever, because then Soto would be available for this game. Soto not available for this game. So Andrew Kittredge, of course, comes out here, and yeah. And to a certain extent, I think maybe Kittredge does need to get in there a little more than every third day, because he hasn't pitched the full year. He's only recently come off the injured list, 3-4 weeks ago-ish? Excuse me. So he does kind of need to get going. Kittredge pitching the full 7th inning, gives up 4 hits, 4 runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. Whatever. Bryant Baker in relief. And again, why? Why are you using Bryant Baker here? Because did Bryant Baker pitch in this game? He did, didn't he? Bryant Baker pitched Tuesday night. You just got Spartan kicked in the fucking face by a manta ray who ain't got no feet. You're going to use Bryant Baker in the fucking 8th inning. It's 8-12. Why are you using Bryant Baker? Why? I'll tell you why. Because you're a fucking idiot. Because guess what? You needed Bryant Baker for Thursday night's game. 3 nights in a row. Is that smart? No, that's not smart. That's stupid. You know who you should have used? How about Grant Wolfram? Oh, no, wait. Grant Wolfram was gone by now. Who the hell else do you got out there? I mean, yeah, you wanted to stay away from Aiken. There's Blewett. 1, 2, 3. I mean, that's 5 guys. They got, 3 other guys? Soto, Aiken, Batista. So, yeah, Use Baker because you're out of arms. Personally, I probably would use Batista, but that's just me. Whatever. It's fine. Because you can't get your damn head out of your own damn ass. Here we go. Thursday's game. 4-game series. Yeah, they're tough. Of course, you play 11 games. Why are there 4-game series? Why? You play 11 games inside your division. Where's it 13? Shit, I don't fucking know anymore. It was 19. I think they went down to 11, right? They haven't played the Rays yet at all this year. 4 there, 3 there, that's 7. Another 3 there, that would be 10. So it's 13. They play 13 games. Well, I guess that's why there's a 4-game series. Of course, why not just make it 12? Why make it 13? Whatever. It's fine. Baltimore Orioles 4, Tampa Bay Devil Rays 1. Finally. Somebody figured out how to fucking pitch. Fucking idiots. Holiday 1 hit. Rutschman 0 for, walked once. Henderson 1 hit with a walk as well. Westberg 0 for. O'Hearn with a hit and RBI. Was a very clutch RBI as well. Ramon Laureano 1 hit, 2 walks. Cowser 2 hits and 3 RBIs. The winning blow there. Urias, Mullins both with 0-fers and 1 walk. Cowser with a double. He had only 2 extra base hits, a double, and a home run. A 3-run home run. Yeah. Game-winning hit. Oh, shit. That's going to go off again, too. Shit. But I need to remember, because that's something I want to take care of, but I can't do it right now because I'm doing this video. Alright, where the hell was I at? Oh, yeah, talking about Cowser. And at the same time, Henderson extending an inning there, beating out a throw. And who was it that was it was either Caminero or Caballero at shortstop, taking a little bit too long to throw out Connor Henderson, as Connor Henderson kind of plays with his hair on fire and gets down the line. I used to see extending some time. Maybe he did it for O'Hearn here. Remember exactly when that was. Caught stealing Laureano, throwing error, Morton. Yeah, Charlie Morton gets to start in this game. Holy shit, he had success with somebody other than Maverick Hanley. Alright, good. Who was catch? Rutschman? Maybe Rutschman learned a thing or two from Maverick Hanley. Morton with 6 full innings pitched. We really needed that after Wednesday night. Oh, and you still had to use 4 fucking relief pitchers this night. Yeah. Giving up 6 hits in those 6 innings, only the 1 run, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Where? I don't know, man. I don't know. All of a sudden, the guy looks like he can pitch now. The first 7 games, it didn't look like he could pitch at all. Now, it looks like he can pitch. What the hell happened? No idea. I mean, it might have been Maverick Hanley. Maybe Maverick Hanley saw something that Charlie was doing wrong and told him, and Charlie started doing it. Don't know. Thursday, Dominguez on in relief of Charlie Morton, pitching the full 7th inning, does give up a hit, but no runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. And here you go. You got to kind of tag team Soto and Baker for the 8th inning, which I guess isn't a terrible thing. I mean, Baker 3 straight nights, but this is only one batter here in this situation. We'll see if there's any kind of negative impact from this because pitching some guys too much, a lot of times, especially with this organization, leads to injuries. So we'll see. Soto getting the first 2 outs of the 8th inning does give up a hit and a walk, but no runs and 2 strikeouts. Brian Baker in to get the final out, but walks a guy first. So yeah, bases loaded. Yay! Somehow able to get a fly out. Whew. I think that was the one at Kowser, wasn't it? And I was like, ugh. Not a repeat of last night. So 1 out for Baker. Last out of the 8th inning. No hits, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts. Felix Bautista in for his 15th save. I feel like he's gotten 10 of them with Mancelino as the interim manager. Just weird. I feel like we never saw Felix Bautista when Brandon Hyde was managing, and he managed for what? How many games have they even fucking played? 74? I feel like Hyde managed about 50, and Mancelino's managed about 24, and we still seen Bautista in more games with Tony Mancelino. Whatever. Felix Bautista, 1 full inning, pitched the 9th inning, no hits, no runs, no walks. That's actually a really good thing there. 2 strikeouts. When did he pitch? Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, see, there, I knew it was going to go off again. Bullpen decisions, who to bring in and when. Yeah, and it's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's easy. I could do it, sure. That any better results? Who really knows? Of course, I think so. Of course. It's not an easy thing to do. And it is probably one of the only real things that a manager actually does. Pinch hitting. Bunt plays. Sacrifice plays. When to pull the infield in. Whatnot. Yeah. Because I for damn sure don't think that manager is making this lineup. Because this lineup is stupid. Mullins at DH? No, that's dumb. Alright, let's get to some of these articles, wrap this shit up and get out of here. There are several things in this article here by Rock Kabatko, so I wrote down a few things, so finally taking some notes here. Rodriguez to throw bullpen session soon. So he's progressing with that just nicely. Wells and Bradish are further along, are already throwing bullpen sessions and mixing in change-up and breaking balls and such like that, but not yet have they been cleared to go against live hitters. So they're not there yet, but they are trending on sometime after the All-Star break. Mateo still not ready to come back yet. He is eligible to come off the injured list with that elbow inflammation, but not ready yet. And Suarez, the only update on Suarez is that his shoulder is healing. So at least there is an update there instead of hearing nothing. Oh, the PRP injection, yes. Brendan Mortensen here with this article talking about Tyler O'Neill. The second shutdown of his, he did get one of those PRP injections, which is supposed to promote healing. Got one in his shoulder a little bit ago, not too long ago, but he's healing still. So it does look like Carlson will be up here for an extended time. Don't know if they're going to get Kjerstad back up here because, well, I heard on the broadcast, they mentioned in one of these articles, I don't remember which one, but they did show us footage of Kjerstad fouling a ball off his knee. They showed it last night. I don't know if it was which game it exactly was, but it does look like Harrison Kjerstad going to miss some time down there. So we'll see if or when he comes back. But to be perfectly honest, I don't know that I give a shit. I mean, either he's got to come up here and hit and contribute offensively, or he's got to not be a liability in the field. Because so far, at the very least, Dylan Carlson is not a liability defensively. Do you want more offense? Sure. But you don't want them to cost you runs in the field. Especially when you just made this switch for Sanchez and Maverick Hanley. You don't really want to do it again. All right, let's talk about this schedule. Get the hell out of here. Weird-ass schedule coming up. Baltimore Orioles should be in New York already to face the Yankees this evening, starting a 3-game set. Friday, tonight's game scheduled 7:05. Saturday, game scheduled for 1:05. Sunday's game scheduled for 11:35 a.m. I don't know who is running this shit show in Major League Baseball and allowing this network or that network to have these stupid-ass games. I hate this person. I hate this decision. I cannot stand how they're allowing all these stupid-ass streaming services to have all these games. And it's not even like one streaming service. It's multiple streaming services. Why? I don't know. I guess technically Roku, which is Sunday's game, isn't a streaming service. It's a streaming device. I don't know. It's confusing. But how many people pay for Masson Plus or Masson with their cable provider? You spend all this money to watch these games because you have to spend money specifically to watch these games because you can't just, buy cable and watch it on cable anymore. You used to be able to. Can't do that anymore. How many different streaming services? Cool. My message to you and the people making those decisions, go fuck yourself. Yeah, Roku channel. That's going to do it for this edition of Ryno's Orioles Report. Please stay tuned for Monday. Yep, no off day again. Ahead of the beginning of the series with the Texas Rangers, I will discuss the series between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. So please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I am the Angry Ryno, and this is Birdland.